Alright y'all, welcome back to the Combat Arms channel. Okay, so today we're checking out some more combat footage that y'all have sent to me. So this is from the 3rd Assault Brigade. Again, we kind of go back to these guys a lot because they seem to be staying pretty freaking busy. Now this particular footage is from Avdiivka. And it looks very kind of urban in the sense of like everything's kind of like, you know, blown apart, and it looks like very tricky kind of urban style combat, but kind of different from like other destroyed like urban environments that we've seen them in. This kind of just looks like somebody's home. Like you can tell somebody was kind of like living in here and stuff. And I feel like that makes it a little bit more real when you can kind of see the damage that their house has actually sustained. But yeah, this is about 13 minutes long. And it looks pretty hectic. Luckily, they've been doing a great job with putting some subtitles in, so we get a really solid understanding of kind of what's being said and what's happening, so we're not kind of missing anything. So yeah, you guys sent this my way a lot, so I know you guys want me to check it out, so let's go ahead and do it. Right, getting right into it. Yeah, the cold weather stuff definitely doesn't look pleasant. Especially trying to maneuver like an urban environment. Now, kind of like camouflage aspect aside, that's not going to be as pertinent anyway for like an urban area. But I mean, just talking about like logistics and stuff, the snow definitely has some different considerations. I'm not sure exactly how cold it is, like if the snow is kind of like melting, but then that kind of just makes everything super muddy as well. So yeah, kind of interesting to see them dismounting into some snowy environment like this. So it looks like they have some standoffs, so they're not directly dismounting and getting into contact like right away. So this is probably like their assembly area. I mean, still pretty close, it seems. But that's a nice staging area right there. Well, nice enough. Out of the snow at least. I think it has a lot of stuff on its back. I don't know what he's got, but going into a firefight with all that stuff must be such a pain in the ass. Just kind of trying to get through those doorways even. So maybe they're setting up like a squad kind of patrol base. And he's just gonna drop this stuff.
Пацаны, пару слов для подписчиков.
Авдіївка, 2024.
Yeah, it's so trippy seeing like
Бандера.
the decorations on the wall and stuff.
Про обстановку в Авдіївці.
Ну, багато ще нічого не можу сказати, але я думаю, що тут буде жесть.
I mean, kind of just seeing like the foot tracks and stuff.
Заходим швидше.
Makes it kind of like more ominous, I guess, if you start seeing other people's footprints that aren't from your guys.
Переводьте подих, готуйтеся. Ось один дом. Розвалений нахуй.
Because you can still kind of apply some of those patrolling principles in an urban area like this.
Да, бачу, да.
От тобі до того дома.
Туди погнали нахуй. Біжи. Слідуючий будинок. Салам, браття.
Скільки людей прийшло?
Всі мої.
Студент. Третій день, Авдіївка вже в бріджах. Ходить. На вулиці мінус 5.
-5, jeez.
Пару слов для підписоти нашої.
No thanks.
Ну, капітан.
The Croft fans.
Вступати в ряди 3-го ШБР, воюйте за свою країну. Спочатку буде страшно, а потім війдете в кураж і вам, я думаю, сподобається.
Що там?
I like how he worded that.
Розстрілювати на постійно.
Get in the groove of it.
Ти куди стріляєш?
Коротше, ось бачиш дві хати.
Да.
Вони в тому дальньому сараї.
Ронін, піднімайся наверх. Шева. Я буду з ГПХи теж працювати.
Oh, so they're just smacking a building with the grenade launchers?
уходь.
Yeah, that'd make me nervous. Needs like some screening or something put up,
Гал.
especially with all
Це ми
the
працювали.
sunlight
Тепер
coming in
підери
from the
відкрили
top.
вогонь.
They're not even like really in shadows too much.
Да.
Виявляйте вогневі точки. З безпекою для себе виявляйте вогневі позиції, якщо є така можливість.
So they're just trying to draw their fire kind of right now.
Ні раз не робота.
I mean, it is a tactic
Це
for
хто
sure.
працює? Шева чи вони?
That's what contact patrols are.
Отуда, да?
Sounds so muffled on the GoPro or whatever
Всі на
he's using.
зв'язку.
Слідчі. Тепер без нагальної потреби пеку не паліть.
Ви що, блядь, домой поїдемо, обідемося.
Ще живий. Передаю всім привіт. Доброго всім ранку. Будьте з нами на зв'язку. Вийдемо, покажемо вам
I
обстановочку.
like checking out the patches too.
Слухайтесь, маму, захищайте країну. Підвали Авдіївки, наш новий дім.
Але дорогі наші підписники тільки ті, які допомагають армії.
Да. Тільки ті, хто допомагають армії, всі остальні підараси єбані.
Хто не донатить, не допомагає, їдьте, сука, воюйте.
Jeez. Yeah, I would love to have a grenade launcher with me,
Я.
especially for like urban stuff like this. Is hit
Плюс, давай,
the windows or whatever.
І там на рації.
But having that mounted on the rifle is kind of annoying for like everything else. Just sending it. It's cool seeing like the shot and also the impact, especially from this like elevated position. But I start hitting the power lines and stuff. Man, I'm not sure what they found, but it'd be so hard to like positively identify anything in that kind of rubble. Having a magnified optic would be almost like necessary for this.
Немає в тебе там позиції. Можемо
Unless you're just kind of shooting at flashes.
Скажи, хай цинкують правий фланг, щоб не обійшли. Тут вони хуй пройдуть. Шева, що ти хотів? А? До пацків перебігти? Щас,
So
секунду,
let's see,
рожок.
they're trying to run across here. I mean, maybe this building. But again, it's like, yeah, there's not many great
Рожок прикрию.
options, but
Шева, ти готовий?
maneuvering, especially trying to flank, is definitely better than
Пошел.
just kind of going black on ammo, shooting from the same kind of position. Understandably. Let's see if they push that across. Again, it's so easy to get cut off too in like an urban environment, but also like a destroyed urban environment, because then makes it even harder to like tell people where you're at.
Що, ти готов, Руля? Покажи
It's
їм,
like-
блядь.
The blue house, the yellow house, kind of harder to see once everything's like knocked down. Where does dust cover go? That's kind of a vibe though. Fucking AKs.
Дрон.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, drones would be freaking scary in this environment, but they'd also be like money, sending it through like a window or something. Shooting right there, looks like that's 30, 40 meters or something.
О! Підори розозлились.
Somebody's freaking opening up.
Откуда?
Подивлюся, навірно, з хати.
А куди? По кришам? По кришам летіло? То з хати, то з хати.
Yeah, just kind of like looking at everything right here. It's not like a chess set, seeing like all the stuff they'd use for cooking and whatnot.
Скажи Берліну, хай работає. Айзек, Айзек. Скажи Берліну, хай работає ще один.
Ще одненький, туди.
Туди ж, туди. Скажи, хай попробує закинуть в ліву половину будинку, в ліве окно на другому поверсі. Ромео, Ромео.
Yeah, so radios are nice to have, but
Блядь, уже забув, що хотів спитати, блядь, ти що йобнутий.
but if you have like kind of like a connecting file and you
Скажи
can
Бандері,
pass a
хай
word across,
цинкують свої сектора, щоб дорогу ніхто не переходив, як прийняв.
that works too. This is a view. Damn, that freaking machine gun has been through it. Jeez.
Що, блядь? Контролюйте сектора.
I imagine he's getting hit from an area that he thought was being covered or something.
Так, є. Ярок виглядає
Kind of
ярок.
hard to tell where the sectors are even at this point, though.
Студія. Всі економіки БК. Вони нас провоцирують стрільбою, що ми їбошили.
Yeah, you definitely
Студія.
you can go black on ammo
молодець,
super
добре,
quick if you're not
добре.
like
І ярок виглядає.
firing when you see something or firing to suppress to, you know, cover someone.
Откуда надо визначити? Откуда по нашим гатять? Дать на кесь магазин.
Just random grenades like showing everywhere.
Баптіст, контролюйте ту всю хуйню, де сидять підари. І цьому, скажи, Канзасу, хай нічого піздує по них, але не відкривай даремно вогонь.
Який нахуй накат, нахуй, думаю, то просто вас подкошмарили, типу, з двохетажки, блядь. Коротше, розозлився на цю хуйню, кажу, ну, сука, говорю, раз ніхто не хоче, говорю, воювати, кажу, то я пойду зараз устрою війну, нахуй. От прийшов, устрою,
I mean,
блядь.
maneuvering again is
А так
great,
вони
but
собиралися якраз, вовремя я прийшов.
it's kind of hard when everything is like in the way,
Я Айзек, Айзек.
Ти Айзек, Айзек?
especially since they have like all their
Давай, малий.
assault packs and stuff. They'd have to be picking up and moving some of
А
that.
як він, блядь, заходить туди і потім назад заходить туди? Сука, Касперовський, блядь.
That's why it's nice to just have like a smaller assault pack for kind of
Сука,
missions like
робочі
this.
будні, блядь. Я надеюсь, нас, блядь, сменят, блядь, хоть завтра. Бо я, блядь, уже не можу, нахуй, мені, блядь, надо поспати.
I wonder if these guys were stuck the whole 7 days out here, if it's just covering
Нормально, а
7
не 2
days
часа, блядь.
with different people.
Ти спав вообще, Рой, за ці 3 дні?
Ну трохи так. Я
3 days, damn.
Ми майже в повному оточенні. Якщо ми не вийдемо з Авдіївки і ця камера попаде підерам в руки, знайте, сука, ми вас, тварі, нахуй, ненавидим нахуй.
Будемо гристись до
сука,
последнього.
гристись, нахуй, до последнього. Ми будемо вбивати, нахуй, до последнього солдата. Ми будемо стояти, сука, до последнього метра, нахуй. Ви поняли, нахуй, гандони йобані?
Damn, they're not fucking around. Again, but this just kind of shows how tricky it can be to just like plan for certain operations. Because, like, while, you know, I'd try and stay a little bit light, maybe carry like a small assault pack attached to my plate carrier or something like, you know, maybe just like a backpack. It'd be cool to have something like that. But again, kind of like these guys, I don't know how long they expected to be out here, but they're already out there for 3 days. And then, again, I think it ended up turning into 7, or again, it just kind of covers a little bit more. So you can kind of plan for that, but if you don't get the relief in time, then yeah, it's nice to have those extra supplies to actually kind of sustain you, whether it be food or water, but also kind of just ammo, because you can kind of see here with the back and forth, it can get pretty easy, especially if it gets like hectic one day. But it must also, I mean, they're there for 3 days. You can imagine there's probably hours or, you know, a little bit of time where they're not actively receiving any sort of fire. So at that point, you might consider maybe moving to a different position, but also just kind of like, you know, taking that break to rest up. And it's kind of hard as a leader to make that call if you want to push, you know, trying to flank the enemy, trying to push a different position. That's usually going to come from maybe a little bit higher if you're trying to actually push people out a little bit further. But also just kind of understanding when you can get some rest and, you know, making sure your guys actually get that rest in. And of course, controlling ammo is definitely a big thing, because kind of like he was going around saying, you know, don't just shoot when they're provoking you because you're going to run out of ammo super quick. Kind of shoot when you see a target. So it kind of looks like, you know, pretty straightforward combat, but there's a lot of things to consider, you know, that's happening in the background, or things that kind of add a lot more stress, you know, on top of them just actively shooting at other people and receiving fire. So yeah, a lot of things to consider. If you guys picked up on anything else, let me know down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this combat footage in general. Again, it's always just super trippy. I mean, you know, it might not necessarily be a GoPro, but just having like all these different types of cameras on the battlefield to document everything, whether it be like a helmet cam or something that's mounted to somebody's weapon, or kind of even just like a drone coverage as well. It's just crazy to see the amount of cameras out on this battlefield, and then getting, you know, well edited and published to these YouTube channels for us to check out. But I will put the original video down in the description if you guys want to go and check out their channel. I would definitely recommend it because they have a lot of really insane, interesting stuff on there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. That is it for this video. I'll see y'all in the next one.